So right now, Tribe 9 just got released 8 hours ago. Okay, let's get an idea, alright? Mostly negative. Mostly negative. I was expecting maybe like a little bit negative. But mostly, most of the people that try it don't like it. Okay, no wonder the numbers are going down. Less and less people are dropping it. Everybody is dropping it, going back to their favorite again. Okay. So why is it mostly negative? Is Japanese gacha just losing, guys? What's happening to the Japanese gacha market? I really want this game to succeed, to be honest, right? I really want the game to succeed because there's not many Japanese gachas right now, right? In the market. Mostly negative is bad for Steam. Okay, let's see then, let's see. Okay, this guy plays for 5 hours, 6 hours. 6 hours. Okay, let's see. Let's try and be fair. I love the beta. I left a review for it. Glowing marks. I cannot recommend the full game. Okay, this guy did play the beta, just like I did. I actually played the beta as well. If you guys are not aware, you want to see my beta playthrough of the game, let me just link it to you guys, right? I did play this 4 months ago. This was during the beta, right? 4 months ago. I showcased the particular game right here. But again, I can link it to you guys if you guys want to see my... This is like the gameplay, right? Maybe things have changed. Maybe things are better now. But I also want to see what people say, right? They have completely gutted all the free-to-play currency. So... no more free-to-play currency. That's very interesting. It feels really poorly balanced now. Now, what does that mean? The characters are not balanced? It doesn't feel possible or feasible to keep up, and the pay structure is extremely predatory. So the packages are too expensive, I'm assuming, right? So the biggest thing for me is that the removal of banner currency from treasure chests removes most of the fun from exploring. So when you explore when you go around the map, you open chests. Before this, you can get some of the currency, some of the premium currency, is it? So now you no longer get that. There's no satisfaction from finding secret chests or doing tricky puzzles now. The chest feels lifeless. Why bother putting effort into the puzzles or exploration when I get nothing? But I'm sure you get something, right? Maybe it's like a less relevant thing like gold or something else. Okay. Really disappointing, greedy, and awful move from the developers. All of their competition on the market that they are directly copying gives currency in treasure chests. To be fair, like, he's probably comparing it to Genshin or maybe Honkai Star Rail. When you open chests, there's premium currency, but there's not many games like that, right? That's what it is. Okay, can I filter out by play time? Over 1 hour. Okay, so we get much more accurate. So 5 hours. Great visuals, good story, gameplay is clunky, game is extra stingy with pulls so far. 10 pulls in 2 hours, okay? Which is normal for Japanese gacha games, and why most of them end services EOS early, as the average player has no characters to care and quit. You might play for the story and forget about collecting characters, as right now, the game seems to be a whale bait gacha. Alright, it's a little bit sad. It does, so far based on the description so far, it does sound a bit cash grabby and like IP cash grabby, right? The game is actually quite nice if you enjoyed Kadoka's previous works. You'll appreciate the visual novel elements. You'll most likely be able to complete all the story while completely ignoring the gacha system. If that's the case, disregard the rest of my review. The problem lies on the gameplay loop. If you're used to other gacha games, the gems income, right? Then you will love this game. There are pitiful amounts of gems for exploration. Like seriously, played for 6 hours, and 90% of my in-game currency comes from the events and the mail. And it is worse since dailies give you none. Okay, dailies doesn't give you premium currency. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think that's it could be a good thing and a bad thing, right? The good thing is you don't have to play it every day, I guess, right? There's less FOMO. And I think I read some article that they written recently that that's what the direction that they're trying to head towards, right? But I wonder if there's weeklies or not. That's right, 0 gems for dailies. That only leaves you the battle pass free route, and that one gives 1400 gems in total for 70 levels. Battle pass lasts for around 40 days. As for the end game, it will supposedly be added later on. So they have to give a lot for the end game then, right? It's terrible. If you don't have gems in dailies, you have to put it somewhere else, right? It has to be somewhere else that incentivizes players to play or log in and stuff, right? But ideally, that's why you put it in the dailies to begin with, to basically encourage players to log in and do its thing, right? Maybe I'm wrong and suddenly the main story will start giving me more rewards, but so far they slashed all the beta goodies and gave us a pitiful amounts of in-game currency. My only hope is that they give us tons of events that makes up for it. I tend to spare the bare minimum on this type of games, but right now I don't feel compelled at all and fear for this game's future, unless they end up like FGO and there's a tons of people that spend on Japan, but I highly doubt it. A gacha game that provides no incentive or rewards currency to be played. The rates are 0.3%. Okay, the bait and switch from beta to release. The combat feels messy without the impact of Zenless Zone Zero. 0.3%. Over 2 hours for a single multi. The story, voice acting and quality are top notch. But if you're looking to scratch the gacha, look elsewhere. So basically, play this game if you like the Danganronpa style, but don't look at it as a gacha game. Look at it as I guess as a story game rather than a gacha game. Because right now, it seems like that's the complaint. As a gacha, it's very mid, to be honest. You need to either invest time, excessive money. I don't think I'll be investing money on this one, unless they balance the free-to-play currency more. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point, right? If that's the point, that is fair. But mostly negative is, yeah, it's not looking good, right? Because at the end of the day, if your game is mostly negative, like if you look at the characters right here, right? Like all of these characters, it looks interesting, right? They have the very good facial expression on them. And I think you look at the graphic style as well, it's like, yeah, it's not bad, right? Now sure, if you care about the gacha, as someone that plays this before, I do think that the gameplay is also a bit lacking. If you care about good combat, there's Wuthering and Zenless Zone Zero on the market right now. This game's combat is like, it's whatever, right? It doesn't really bring anything extra to the table. And then everything else is subpar. I guess the only thing that it has going for it is a story. Now if you like the story, good for you. This might be one of the better ones. The combat is meh compared to ZZZ. Yeah, I know. They ruined the game. No, they didn't add any woke stuff, alright? There's no woke stuff. Now sure, there's not as many revealing outfits for the waifus. I wonder if the character will have costumes in the future, because they all seem a little bit bland as well. But that's the only thing that they can improve upon, right? They need to wake up to reality. I wonder if they can still improve, right? There's still time, because there's a lot of games that usually, like in the beginning, if they just need to listen to feedback. Alright, get some feedback from the players, try to understand the player base and see where they're coming from, and try to see if they can fix it. I don't think they should just EOS, right? Because to be fair, it's only 8 hours, alright? For the last 8 hours, we give it 1 week and then we'll see. I'm guessing the player base will drop a little bit more and stabilize. But for now, that's just what it is, right? Tribe 9. Okay.